our players coming in, please come in. You're a little bit late here. We were supposed to begin the round 5 minutes ago. Okay, if I can ask the last person on this, please close the door. Please close the door so people know the thing. And if I can ask everyone to be quiet, we're starting a little bit late. Semis overlap, which means you can't necessarily stay and watch your other team for the whole round. So are there any players or alternates who have not had a chance to scan this document?
Alternates who have played in a
preliminary round.
Does
what? No, not one. Alternates for the official team, yeah. And so that will take you to a form so that we have your names on record. Okay. If you have paper in front of you, remember it has to be blank when the round starts, so please don't be writing on it now. Okay, paper in front of you has to be blank.
No.
It's just the name of the round.
Yeah. It just, the problem is that I can't see from here what you're writing and I don't have to keep checking.
I just wrote the name of the round.
Okay.
Around my buzzer and my
Okay, so we are going to try and get started now. So, if we can ask the audience to please find your quiet place, phones off. All right. The first thing I will read to you is the content warning. The study of the humanities often challenges us as we examine the full range of the human experience. This Certamen round contains mention of sexual assault and violence against humans and animals. As always, take care of yourselves and reach out to your chaperones and sponsors if you need to talk about the content. All right, can we have the teams tell us what state you are? We have Virginia, we have Georgia, and we have Tennessee. Okay. I'm Mrs. Massoni. I'm a teacher from California. I'm going to be moderating this round.
I'm Andrew.
And then the rest of the team.
I'm Mr. Nicole from San Antonio, Texas.
I'm Nick Watson from Houston, Texas.
Laura Schreiber, Dallas, Texas.
Okay. So let us go through. Players, can you hold up your name tags for me? Okay, thank you. We did the QR code. Please check one more time that your devices are silenced. And only coaches are supposed to have out laptops, tablets, or phones in silent mode. Can I have the coaches raise their hands, please? Okay. Just the one? Okay, thank you. Let us go ahead and do a buzzer check. So if you're holding buzzer 1, would you press please? 2, 3, and 4. And team captains, would you raise your hand, please? So we have A3, we have B2, and we have C2. Audience, please remember to be quiet for the duration of the match. With the exception of the score checks at 5, 10, 15, and 20, we're going to try to kind of cruise through 19 if there are no challenges. Do you still have Aurelia? Do you mind passing it?
That's all electric, I think.
Oh, they have them. All right.
Yep.
All right, I will read the Aurelia passage for you. Aurelia, cui urbs placebat, erat in Aegypto cum familia sua calida in genti et equo. Tredecem ludos magnos Iois in amphitheatro Alexandriae spectavant. Tandem hic equus iratissimus domum recurrere coepit. Ehu. Aurelia Anglicae dixit. You can read about the year 312 AD in history books, but can you tell us what the abbreviation OP period CIT period means? In the semifinal round, all challenges must be lodged before question 20 for anything that came up on 1 through 19. No protest can be filed after the round ends, so we need to know at the end of question 20 who's going on. So we will call at the end of 19 for any challenges from the players or from the coaches. Players, do you have any questions? Okay, have we got me to go ahead?
We have.
Okay. All right, we will go ahead and do this semifinal round, so shake out your buzzer fingers. Let your shoulders go down a little bit. Yes, good. You are B2. Okay, everybody else good? Here we go then. We are doing 2023 advanced semifinals. Okay, everybody's here for advanced? All right, toss up number 1. What author wrote a historical work covering the reign of Romulus?
C2.
Aurelius Victor.
No, that's not correct.
B1.
Silius Italicus.
Can you say that a little louder, please?
Silius Italicus.
Silius Italicus is not correct. What author wrote a historical work covering the reign of Romulus to the death of Jovian at the request of the Emperor Valens, under whom he served as Magister Memoriae? What author wrote a historical work covering the reign of Romulus to the death of Jovian at the request of the Emperor Valens, under whom he served as Magister Memoriae?
A4.
Ammianus Marcellinus.
Can you say that a little louder, please?
Ammianus Marcellinus.
No, that's not correct. The answer we were looking for is Eutropius. You all are just enough removed from me that I really need you to project, to speak up and out, because I'm getting older and it's harder for me to hear. All right, so there were no points on toss-up number 1. Toss-up number 2. When recognized, perform or describe the following commands. Aperi donum natale sed donum tibi non.
C2.
I have a gift. I'm opening it. Oh, it's not for me.
No. When recognized, perform or describe the following commands. Aperi donum natale sed donum tibi non placet.
B3.
I opened the birthday gift, but I don't like it.
That's correct. So first bonus, remember we don't count together. First bonus for Team B. Comedite cibum sicut porci esurientes.
Please?
Comedite cibum sicut porci esurientes.
Yeah, okay. So, how are we supposed to eat? 3, 2, 1.
Yes, I saw those hungry pigs there. Bonus 2. In honor of Shark Week, which is very bad for seals, simulate vos focas esse qui a squatina devorantur.
Repeat, please.
Simulate vos focas esse qui a squatina devorantur.
Pretend your seals with your Wait, okay, focus and ask. So pretend your seals.
Answer, please.
3, 2, 1.
Yes, the seals were being
Seal
eaten by
sandwich.
sharks, yes. All right, toss up, 20 points on toss up 2 for Team B. Toss up number 3. What is the meaning of the Latin body part at the root of
B2.
Skin.
Skin is not correct.
C2.
Rib.
Rib is correct. It was what is the meaning of the Latin body part at the root of cutlet and coast. First bonus for Team C. What is the meaning of the Latin body part at the root of adrenaline?
I think no. I think it was him. Really? Okay. Yeah, I trust. Defer to C3. Kidney.
Kidney is correct.
Nice.
Your second bonus. The word trivet is also derived from the Latin term for a body part. What is the meaning of the Latin body part at the root of trivet?
Foot.
Foot is correct. 20 points for Team C on toss-up 3. Toss-up 4. What giant was honored with a grave at Panopeus and in a cave called the
C2.
Titius?
Titius is correct. In a cave called the Alarium, named for his mother Alare, though he was punished in Hades for trying to rape Leto. Bonus 1 for Team C. Over how many acres was Titius's body stretched in the underworld?
Okay. I don't know. Let's go like 6. Okay, 6.
I'm sorry, it's 9.
Okay.
Bonus 2. Titius was the grandfather of what Argonaut, who was the progenitor of the colonizers of the island of Thera?
Eupemos. Yeah. Eupemos?
That is correct. So that was 15 points for Team C on toss-up 4. Toss-up 5. Listen to the following passage about the intrepid Indiana Johannes, which I will read twice, then respond in Latin to the questions that follow. Milites Germani, feminam verumque funibus vinctos, in speluncam demittunt. Lumen solum in caverna spargitur aliquat facibus, quae post homines deiuntur. Primo silentium tum motus subito sibilus. Angues odi gemit Indiana Johannes, et facem rapit, vix ante morsum serpentis. Ille tremit et emotus consistit. Repeating. Milites Germani, feminam verumque funibus vinctos, in speluncam demittunt. Lumen solum in caverna spargitur aliquat facibus, quae post homines deiuntur. Primo silentium tum motus subito sibilus. Angues odi gemit Indiana Johannes, et facem rapit vix ante morsum serpentis. Ille tremit et emotus consistit. The question, quibus
C2.
Aliquot facibus?
No, I'm sorry.
B3.
Funibus.
Funibus is correct. Quibus femina virque vinctis sunt. Funibus is the answer. First bonus for Team B. Quid audit Indiana ut serpentes adesse cognoscat?
Is sibilus? Should repeat the sentence with sibilus, please.
Primo silentium tum motus subito sibilus.
So like this. Can you repeat the question,
Yeah,
please?
that's fine.
Answer, please.
Okay. Sibilum.
I need your answer.
Yeah. Sibilum.
Sibilum is correct. Bonus 2, the adventure continues. Femina Mariana autem, auram levum agnoscens, declarat, ne verearis Indiana, et festinemus illuc.
Can you
Exitum post illum parietum cavem inveniemus. The question, quomodo reperitur modus fugiendi a Mariana?
can you repeat the last sentence?
Exitum post illum parietum cavem inveniemus.
Please, can you repeat the question?
Quomodo reperitur modus fugiendi a Mariana?
Time.
Answer, please.
Very great. And post pariet.
I don't think so.
Could you repeat it?
And post pariet.
The last letter?
M.
Okay.
So the question was asking, how was the method of fleeing kind of revealed to her then? And I don't think you answered that question. So we're looking for auram levum agnoscit or parietum esse calvum agnoscit. or Carriesas Carlos. Okay, we are going to ask it to be pondered, but at the moment we're saying 15 points on toss-up 5 for Team B, and we will do a score check without including B2.
Team A, Virginia, has yet to score. Team B, Georgia, 35. Team C, Tennessee, 35.
Is there anything else I need to know that's been phoned by?
I haven't seen anything.
All right, if you're coming in, please sit at the back. Make sure your phones are silenced and away. Please come in quickly and quietly. If you can please come in quickly.
I can help you with that.
I think it's okay if we have some people come down to this door right here. We cannot have people sitting in the aisle. Yes.
I would love to ask them the result of the interview now.
Let's not right now. Okay. Again, if you're coming in, please come in quickly. We really want to be done before that's entertainment or we'll all be in trouble. If you just came in, phones off and away, please, or phones silenced and away. Okay. Toss-up number 6. This is the visual question.
Oh, good.
Don't open them yet.
Can you hold on time for the time? Because I think that is something we need to input for question 6. I think I've got it. Okay, go ahead and open your envelopes. And you have 5 seconds to inspect the visual. Can you count it for 5 seconds, please? Name site D if
C2.
Alessia?
Alessia is correct. A fortified hill where Julius Caesar's army employed circumvallation and contravallation to decisively defeat the forces of Vercingetorix in 52 BC. Your first bonus, Team C. Which letter corresponds to Atuatuca, the site where Ambiorix massacred the forces of Titurius Sabinus and Aurunculeius Cotta after tricking them into leaving their camp?
This one. F. Oh, F or E. Okay. I think M. Okay, I'll go with them. F.
F is correct.
Nice.
Bonus 2. Identify the site by name and letter where Caesar attempted to block the migration of the Helvetians by destroying its bridge over the Rhone River.
C. Bibracte.
I'm sorry, it's C, Geneva. So that's 15 points for Team C on toss-up 6. You may keep your visuals. You can just put them aside or down. Let me show the audience what we were looking at here. And we'll show the camera. Okay, toss-up 7. The people of Celaeni supposedly honored what man and his pupil Olympus?
B2.
Marcius.
Marsyas is correct. Despite the fact that his flayed skin still hung in its town square after he lost a musical duel to Apollo. Bonus 1 for Team B. According to Hyginus, Apollo defeated Marsyas by doing what with his lyre? A technique that Marsyas was unable to replicate with his flute.
Played it backwards. Like behind his back.
Well, I'll check.
We have played it upside down, so we will check on that one. So no points awarded at this juncture. Bonus 2. The Phrygians claim that Marsyas appeared to help them in their wars against what invaders whom the ghost of Neoptolemus drove away from Delphi?
Repeat, please.
The Phrygians claim that Marsyas appeared to help them in their wars against what invaders whom the ghost of Neoptolemus drove away from Delphi? Time? Answer, please.
The Gauls.
Gauls are correct. So that's 15 points on toss-up 7 for Team B. Toss-up 8. In Latin literature, which mythological figure is the subject of lost plays written by both Lucan and Ovid?
C2.
Medea.
Medea is correct. A tragedy by Seneca the Younger, and is one of the women in Ovid's Heroides who refers to Jason. First bonus for Team C. What 1st century BC Latin author wrote a lost play entitled Oedipus?
Julius Caesar.
That is correct. Your second bonus. What Latin author retells the story of Jason and the Golden Fleece in an unpublished epic poem entitled Argonautica that is dedicated to Vespasian?
Valerius Flaccus.
Valerius Flaccus is correct. 10 points for Team C on toss-up 8. 20, sorry. That's what was in my head. Toss-up 9. What use of the subjunctive is found in this Latin sentence, which is adapted from Cicero's first Catilinarian? Quem nostrum ignorare putas quid.
C2.
Indirect question.
That's correct. Finishes quid proxima, quid superiore nocte egeris. First bonus for Team C. What use of the subjunctive is found in this Latin sentence, taken from Cicero's first Philippic? Ecce enim calendis uniis, quibus ut adessemus edixerat mutata omnia.
Please repeat.
What use of the subjunctive is found in this Latin sentence, taken from Cicero's first Philippic? Ecce enim calendis uniis, quibus ut adessemus edixerat mutata omnia. Time. Answer, please.
Relative clause of characteristic.
No, it's an indirect command. And second bonus, what use of the subjunctive is found in this Latin sentence from Book 7 of Vitruvius's De Architectura? Et si plano pede erit eruderandum quaeratur solum solidum.
Please repeat.
What use of the subjunctive is found in this Latin sentence from Book 7 of Vitruvius's De Architectura? Et si plano pede erit eruderandum quaeratur solum solidum. Time. Answer, please.
Future less vivid condition.
No, it's Joseph or Hortatoria. So that's 10 points on toss-up 9 for Team C. Toss-up 10. Translate only the gerundive phrase found in the following Latin sentence. Hospites ad me adjuvant.
C2.
The enemy must be helped by me.
No, sorry.
B3.
With the purpose of helping me. With the purpose of helping me.
Yeah, so ad me adjuvandum was the phrase to help me in order to help me, for the purpose of helping me is The full sentence was hospites ad me adiuvandum montes ascendere quam celerime adorevantur. First bonus for Team B. Translate the following sentence into Latin. I had hoped that my friends would envy me.
Repeat, please.
Translate the following sentence into Latin. I had hoped that my friends would envy me.
Spera, whereon, spera, whereon.
Answer, please.
Spera, whereon, meos amicos, mihi, in, vi, su, vi, esse.
I'm sorry, it has to be in visuros. I say. Yeah, so close, so close. And just a reminder, make it clear to me when you're deferring. All right, and your second bonus. Now translate this sentence into Latin using a supine. On the 10th day before the calends, I will come down from the mountain to address you.
Repeat, please.
Now translate this sentence into Latin using a supine. On the 10th day before the calends, I will come down from the mountain to address you.
Fun.
I prefer to be three. Deci ma die pri calen is Wayne montibus te inventum.
Can you say your last word for me one more time? No, so we wanted the verb to be to address you, so alaputum or appellatum would work. For the date, we were looking kind of for standard Roman ante diem undecimum calendas or decimum calendas. Te alaputum or appellatum de monte discendum. So that was 10 points for Team B on toss-up 10.
And we gotta change on the class.
We got to change?
Yeah.
Okay,
Do you wanna look at it? You want me to say it?
go ahead and say it.
We're accepting that.
We are accepting eant post parietum. So,
5 bonus 2.
so for 5 bonus 2, the points will be awarded. And that was to Team
B.
B. And were we also thinking about backwards and upside down?
We don't have an answer about that yet.
Okay, so we will do a score check at 10.
Virginia has yet to score. Georgia 65. Tennessee 8.
Okay, everyone quietly find a seat, please. I know it looks like there are a lot of people waiting, so
There may not be seats. You may need to just.
yeah, if there aren't seats, unfortunately, you have to leave. So if there are empty seats in the middle, can people just get up and move closer to their friends? That would make everybody's life a little easier. Thank you. Okay, so toss up, sorry, for the people coming in, make sure your devices are off, away, silenced. At the back, please, phones away. The rules for this round say only coaches can have devices out, thank you. All right, toss up 11. Is there a missing word in that word? That's a 1, okay. Thank you. Okay, toss up 11. Did a little printing, interesting thing here. Oidipothiestes
C2.
Livius?
Livius is not correct. Oedipothiestes, Eumenides, Marcopolis, and Sexagasus are titles of stories contained in what massive 150-book work of prose mixed with poetry, authored by
B2.
The Menippean satires.
Menippean Satires works. The last word, the author's name was Varro Reatinus. First bonus for Team B. What other work of Varro, preserved in Augustine's De Civitate Dei, sets the founding date of Rome at 754 BC and was said to have been used by Virgil in composing the Aeneid?
Repeat, please.
What other work of Varro, preserved in Augustine's De Civitate Dei, sets the founding date of Rome at 754 BC and was said to have been used by Virgil in composing the Aeneid?
Fine.
Answer, please.
Antiquitates.
Antiquitates is correct. Your second bonus, what grammatical work of Varro Reatinus is dedicated to Accius?
Repeat, please.
What grammatical work of Varro Reatinus is dedicated to Accius?
Fine.
Answer, please.
De Lingua Latina.
It's called De Antiquitate Literarum. So that was 15 points on toss-up 11 for Team B. Toss-up 12. What consul marched through the dense Ciminian forest?
C2.
Fabius Aurelianus.
That's correct. Marched through the dense Ciminian forest, outflanked an advancing Etruscan army, and defeated them near Lake Vadimo in 310 BC, redeeming his previous defeat to the Samnites at the Battle of Lautubai. Bonus 1. What Roman general defeated the Boii at Lake Vadimo in 283 BC?
Dolabella.
Dolabella is correct. Bonus 2, what Etrurian city was likely annexed by Rome in 273 BC with a grant of civitas sine suffragio, perhaps because it sheltered the Vestal Virgins when they fled the sack of Rome by Brennus?
Kyrie.
Kyrie is correct. 20 points for Team C on toss-up 12. All right, so we've gotten a decision about the question about Marcius. We're not going to accept played it backwards or behind his back because the behind his back part is incorrect. So the points stay as originally listed. Okay, toss-up 13. Responde Latine, quis sum ego ex urnis pro taberni stantibus urinam colligo ut vestes lalem, Responde Latine.
C2.
Fullo.
Say again?
Fullo.
Fullo is correct. Bonus 1 for Team C. Responde Latine, quis sum ego omnes senatores inspicio quo melius sciam num satis opum et morum habeant.
Censor.
Censor is correct. Bonus 2, responde Latine, quis sum pileo induto ego tandem voluntatem meum sequi possum et liberi mei ques erunt.
Please repeat.
Responde Latine, quis sum pileo induto ego tandem voluntatem meum sequi possum et liberi mei ques erunt.
Libertinus.
I don't think so. We were looking for Libertus.
Okay.
think libertinos has a different sense, but this works is good. So that was 15 points for Team C on toss-up 13.
Sorry, can you repeat what the answer given was?
Libertos?
Or sorry, what the answer Team C?
Oh, libertinos.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, toss-up 14. In Ovid's Metamorphoses, what deity removes all shame from the daughters?
A3.
Venus.
Venus is correct. From the daughters of Procoetus as part of her worship on Cyprus, where she also petrified the heartless girl Anaxarete. Bonus 1 for Team A. What city, named for the daughter of Pygmalion and his ivory statue, was Venus's chief cult center in Cyprus?
Paphos.
Paphos is correct. Your second bonus, in the Metamorphoses, Venus turned a horned Cypriot people, the Kerastai, into what sort of animals?
Bull.
Bulls are correct. So 20 points for Team A on toss-up 14. Toss-up 15. For the verb moneo, provide the second person plural, future,
C2.
Monetote?
that is correct. Future active imperative form that means you shall warn. Bonus 1. Keeping everything else the same, change monetote to the present and passive so that it means be warned.
Present, wait, no. Monamini?
Monamini is correct. Bonus 2. Keeping everything else the same, change monamini to the third person and future so that it means let them be warned.
No. Monentor?
Monentor is correct. So that was 20 points for Team C on toss-up 15, and we need another score check.
Virginia 20, Georgia 80, Tennessee 135.
I heard from him, but I did find what I believe to be the research.
Let's just, do you think that's your demand to speakers?
Well, I've sent it in, so,
You're sending it to one right now?
I don't want to see.
You need to
no.
say yes.
Okay.
So we are accepting Libertinos, so that would be 5 additional points to Team C. Is that right? Okay, so could you give us the adjusted scores when you've had a chance to do the math?
Virginia 20, Georgia 80, Tennessee 140.
All right. Toss-up number 16. What cognomen is shared by a son-in-law of Cinna who was supported by the Numidian chieftain Iarbas in
C2.
Hannibarbus?
That's correct. Supported by the Numidian chieftain Iarbas in 80 BC, a candidate for consul in 55 BC who intended to recall Caesar from Gaul and Nero's father. First bonus for Team C. With Iarbas defeated, what son of Gauda was restored to the throne, ensuring a lasting friendship between the Romans and Numidians?
Okay, that's fine. Odd Furball?
I'm sorry, it's Hamsel. Bonus 2. Though the Battle of the Colline Gate ensured Sulla's control of the Republic, what city in Etruria was not starved out until 79 BC?
Please repeat.
Though the Battle of the Colline Gate ensured Sulla's control of the Republic, what city in Etruria was not starved out until 79 BC?
Prenesse?
I'm sorry, it's Volterra.
Oh.
So that's 10 points for Team C on toss-up 16. Toss-up 17. What work of Cicero, dedicated to the memory of his rival Hortensius,
B2.
Not an answer, please.
Hortensius.
No, can you repeat that for me? What work of Cicero dedicated to the memory of his rival Hortensius includes himself, Atticus, and the title character as
A4.
Brutus is correct. As interlocutors in a dialogue on Roman and Greek eloquence, Brutus, also called De Claris Oratoribus. First bonus for Team A. Drawing on the Rhetorica ad Herennium, what other work of Cicero was a small and incomplete treatise on rhetoric that was supposedly composed during his youth? Drawing on the Rhetorica ad Herennium, what other work of Cicero was a small and incomplete treatise on rhetoric that was supposedly composed during his youth? Answer, please.
Okay, De Oratory.
It's De Inventione.
That's nice.
Bonus 2. What work of Cicero was intended to be an introduction to translations of speeches of Aeschines and Demosthenes? What work of Cicero was intended to be an introduction to translations of speeches of Aeschines and Demosthenes? Answer, please. The answer we're looking for is De Optimum Genere Oratorum. So that was 10 points for Team A on toss-up 17. Toss-up 18. Distinguish in meaning among the Latin adjectives commodus, communis, and
C2.
Commodus, convenient. Communis is like common, and then several.
That is correct. Compluris is several. First bonus for Team C. Distinguish in meaning among tuminous, turbidus, and turma.
Could you please repeat?
Distinguish in meaning among tumidus, turbidus, and turma.
Okay, so tumidus is swollen, turbidus is like rowdy, and then turma is like a group of cavalry.
Yep, that's fine. For turbidus, we had wild, confused, disordered, or violent, and rowdy seems to fit the bill. Bonus 2. Distinguish in meaning among undique, usquam, and usque.
Please repeat.
Distinguish in meaning among undique, usquam, and usque.
So undique is from everywhere, usquam is anywhere, and then usque is all the way to.
That's fine. 20 points for Team C on toss-up 18. Toss-up 19. In Homer, contests in what activity are won by Laodamus?
A3.
Javelin throwing is not correct.
B2.
Wrestling.
Wrestling is not correct.
C2.
Running.
No, I'm sorry, we were looking for boxing. So no points on toss-up 19. We'll do a score check.
Virginia 30, Georgia 80, Tennessee 170. Are there any challenges that players or coaches would like to have addressed before we go into 20? Okay. Toss-up 20. After the armies of Upper and Lower Germany declared Vitellius emperor, Galba scrambled to find a successor by a
B2.
Licinianus.
Yes, that's correct. By adopting what man who proved to be no match in popularity compared to Otho. Bonus 1 for Team B. Galba was forced to adopt because his 2 sons had died several years earlier. Who was their mother?
Claudia.
Her name was Lepida. Bonus 2, after falling victim to Otho's forces, according to Suetonius, the steward Arguus recovered Galba's head and buried it with the rest of his remains in his private gardens along what road?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, can you say it one more time?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's the Via Aurelia. So that was 10 points for Team D on toss-up 20.
Virginia 30, Georgia 90, Tennessee 170.
I'm sorry for jumping back. My hands got sweaty.
No, don't worry.